Hi, Berners. My name's Daniel Crawford, and I wanted to record this video for you here, and it's the wee hours of the night. I should be sleeping right now for work, but here I am, here we are, on the eve of the South Carolina primary. And I feel so bad because I haven't really been able to phone bank or anything for Bernie as I had wanted to throughout the course of this primary. And there's so many of you out there who inspire me because you're doing so much hard work. You're going door to door, you're canvassing, and I've done a lot of canvassing in the past, but all I've been able to do this year is donate. And I just donated $50 the other day, which is what I was able to afford at the time. I always try to donate at least, I think, $4 a month. I have as my recurring donation. I wish I could afford more, but it's a tight budget. I'm a single father, and there's just, I work retail. That's part of the problem. And Bernie inspires me in so many ways. He did back in 2016. The first candidate for president I was ever enthusiastic about was when I was 18 years old. It was when the 2004 campaign was beginning in early 2003, and Dennis Kucinich was the first presidential candidate I ever supported. And I remember the way Kucinich made me feel, both in 2003, the 2004 race, and then when he ran again for the 2008 campaign. But Bernie not only makes me feel the same way and even better, but I know he has a real shot. He says he's been saying the same things now for decades, and it's just, this is crucial. And I have a political science major. It doesn't make me a major expert or anything, but like a lot of us who support Bernie, a lot of us who pay attention to politics, I see what's going on here in this country, and I have a blog and stuff. I have it all linked on my Twitter, but that's fine. I'm not trying to promote that or anything. I'm just wanting to say that back in 2015, I saw what was going on, this populist revolution, something that started in the aftermath of the crash of 2008. Part of this populist revolution was hijacked by corporations, by the oligarchs, and that's what gave rise to the Tea Party, and later to Trump. And then the other side of that coin was Occupy. You saw that emerge 2 years later. And that later helped to create the groundswell for Bernie's campaign for president. And I know he saw that too. But a lot of these supporters who were of Occupy, they saw that Bernie was saying the same things that we've been saying. But he's been saying them for a lot longer than a lot of us have even been alive. But of course, in my theory about this revolution that's been going on, it actually didn't even just start in 2008. It's been going on since the Reaganomics era began. Since it started to tear apart our economy and our society, our democracy. For any of you who haven't read it, I highly recommend a book that is by a woman named Nancy McLean, and it's called Democracy in Chains. And you can see what the oligarchs have planned for our democracy, and she sort of lays it out in a very good way. She talks about what happened in Chile and happened in other areas. How what happened in Chile with the rise of Augusto Pinochet, that fascist that was supported by a lot of very rich people, including the Koch brothers, how that was a model for what they want to see here. They tore apart the safety net, and they tore apart the democracy of Chile. I don't want to see that happen here. That's a big part of why I support Bernie. In 2016, that was the perfect time to have a populist versus a fake populist. Another word for a fake populist is a fascist. That's exactly what Trump is. He puts on the mask of populism to act like he's tapping into our anger, but he uses that not to bring us together around the issues that we need to address to help make the system work for us. He uses it to tear the system apart for his own empowerment. That's what a fascist does. But Bernie is a genuine populist in that he sees that the people are in pain and he wants to help us come together to heal this pain. And he has a very good recipe for helping to deal with that. Now, all of us who are supporting Bernie, at least I'm hoping all of us who support him, have to support him with the dose of reality here. And it's something that Bernie says in every campaign stop that he makes, in every debate, when you actually have a chance to hear him, he makes it clear that just because he would be elected president does not mean that all the things that he talks about are going to be automatically put into place. It takes all of us putting constant pressure, because democracy doesn't just stop with our vote. We have to be in this constant feedback loop of democracy, of us, the people, interacting with our politicians. A lot of people take that for granted. A lot of people think that you vote and, it's done. But no. Medicare for all, we want it. But we have to show that we want it. Not just by electing Bernie, but also by promoting a progressive Congress. And even if we don't get the Congress that we want, we've got to still not give up. We have to push for it. We have to make Congress, through public pressure, take action. Because Bernie can't do it alone. We have to make things happen. He will lead the way, and then we have to help to push forward. Medicare for all, the Green New Deal, $15 a living wage as a minimum. And we need to attach that to inflation, by the way. But I guess what I'm wanting to say here is that so much is riding on the next few days. South Carolina, I want us to win South Carolina. But even if we come second, this isn't over. We've just begun. So let's do our very best together as one to try and win this thing in South Carolina. And then push forward for a monstrous win on Super Tuesday and just keep winning all throughout the rest of this campaign, all the way through November, and defeat Trump. And not just Trump, but Trumpism. And while we're at it, we can make it a goal even to make the Republican Party a thing of the past. Show that they have overstepped their bounds. It's possible, but we have to show them that fascism is not tolerable here in the United States. A democratic revolution, small d democratic revolution, which is what Bernie's promoting. It can make this world a better place. It can save democracy. It can save the planet. So much riding on this. So, regardless of what happens in the next few days, this revolution persists. Regardless of what happens this year, this revolution will persist, because until these issues that have created the conditions that we see that made Trump possible, until these issues are dealt with, we're going to continue to see Trump and others like Trump rise to power, until, of course, we no longer have a democracy. Something's going to have to give, because the system's not working the way it exists right now. So, block out all the noise from the establishment. Feel the need, of course, if you need to push back against the lies that you see. But let's win this thing. Let's show the people that we have the message that will bring people together. Let's show the voters out there that this is the campaign to win. So, with that, I thank you for listening, and let's push forward. I wish I could be doing more. Work schedule is not permissible right now, but on Monday and Tuesday in the morning, I'm going to do my very best to try and phone bake as much as I can. And I'm going to try and do more, because all of you are inspiring me, and I want to do my best to be a part of it. From here in Ohio, thank you. And let's win this. Not me, us.